Hi guys, and welcome to the third part of my activity book series. So in the first part, we'd made a tic-tac-toe or a cross and zero board with tiny little hearts and circles. In the second part, we'd done a counting game with some fingers and beads. And in today's part, we're going to play a memory game. So let's get started. So before we get started, I just wanted to explain the concept of this game to you. So this is a memory game. What we're going to do is we're going to use a specific yarn. You can use any color, any texture that you have, but just make sure you have enough of it. We're going to create 8 squares of the same size and the same color. So one side of it is just going to be plain and you shouldn't be able to tell the difference between each of these pieces. On the flip side of each of these, we're going to put a different color or a different shape on each, and there'll be 2 of the same kind. So basically there'll be 4 different combinations that we'll create. After that, you're going to mix these up and then place them in a random order, and the child is allowed to pick 1 card at a time and then put it back in the same place, and then once the child finds 2 that match, he or she can remove it and then put it aside. So that's the concept of the game, and once we actually start playing, it's much clearer to understand. So now we're going to start creating our little squares. So I have some leftover yarn from the pages. This is Kartopu Viscose in this really pretty lavender color, and that's what I'm going to use for all my squares. Along with that, I'm using a 3.25mm crochet hook. So now to create the squares, we're going to start with a slip knot. So create a loop with the tail end, make another loop inside the first one, pick it up and pull. Now insert your crochet hook and tighten. Now you're going to start with a chain of 8. Once you're done with your chain, you're going to go into the second chain from the hook. So we're skipping this one, going into this one and placing a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, into the next one another double crochet, into the one after that another double crochet, and you're going to do 1 double crochet till the end of the row, for a total of 7 double crochets. Now once you're done, you're going to chain 1 and turn, and then continue placing 1 double crochet all the way around till the end of this row as well, and you're going to follow this pattern for a total of 4 rows. So for each row, you're going to chain 1, turn, and then just place 1 double crochet all the way around until the end of the row. So complete your 4 rows and then meet me back here again. Now once you're done with your 4 rows, this is what your square should look like. Now just to make the edges even, we're going to go all the way around all 4 sides and just place 1 single crochet on each of the stitches. So just go consistently around the sides and just place a single crochet. This will make sure that your edges are even. Now once you're done, just leave a tail for sewing in and you can snip your yarn off. So this is how your square looks. You need 8 squares in total, so make 7 more and I'll show you how to make the rest of the page. So I just wanted to quickly show you the measurements of this. This is about 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So now I've gone ahead and made all my 8 little squares, and now we're going to make a shape for each one of these. So let's start off with the circle. For that I'm going to be using some scrap dark magenta colored yarn, and I'm still using the same 3.25mm crochet hook. So to get started, we're going to make a magic ring. Wrap the yarn across your fingers to create an X, insert into the bottom, pick up the top and twist, and now pull up a loop. Into this magic ring, we're going to place 6 single crochets. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Once you're done with the 6 single crochets, tuck the tail end to close the magic ring. And now for row number 2, in each of these stitches across, you're going to place an increase or 2 single crochets. So into the first stitch, you're going to place 1 and 2. Into the one after that, 1 and 2. Into the one after that, 1 and 2. And you're going to do this all the way around until you have 12 stitches for this row. Now once you're done with the 12 stitches, on this same stitch wherein you place the 12th stitch, you're just going to place a slip stitch, and that completes this row. Now leave a tail for sewing and snip it off. Now we're going to take one of the pieces and we're going to stitch this little circle to the middle of the piece like this. So I've threaded on the little circle and I'm just going to place this in the middle and then just do a simple stitch across, just pulling through some of the stitches and sew the circle onto this square. So once you finish sewing it on securely, this is how it should look. Now you can go ahead and make a second one that looks exactly like this. And that finishes our first pair. Now next we're going to make a little rectangle with this lovely bright blue colored yarn. So for that, we're going to start with a slip knot. Insert your hook and tighten and create a chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now we're going to skip this first stitch. Into the second stitch, place a single crochet and then place one single crochet all the way around until the end of the row. Now once you're done with the row, you're going to chain 1, turn and go on placing one single crochet on each of the stitches until the end of this row as well. And now you're going to repeat this for 2 more rows until you reach the end. So you're just going to chain 1, turn and place one single crochet all the way around until the end of the row for a total of 4 rows. Now once you're done, leave a tail for sewing in, snip your yarn off and then just pull it through. And that completes your tiny little rectangle. Now you can take any one of your pieces and just sew this onto the middle. So once you sew up your little rectangle, this is what it looks like. And then you can go ahead and make a second piece and your second pair is ready too. So now for the next square, we're going to make a little heart. If you've already watched my first video, there is a tutorial for how to make it. I'm just going to show you one more time really quickly. So I'm using this really nice bright yellow yarn for this. I'm going to create a magic ring. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through. So that makes your magic ring. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to place 3 triple crochets. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, again, and one more time. Now you're going to place 3 double crochets, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to chain 1, place a triple crochet and then chain 1 again. Now you're going to follow this up with 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, followed by 3 triple crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Now you're going to chain 3 and then just take the tail end and pull it to close your heart, and then insert the hook into the center right in the middle and place a slip stitch. This completes your little heart. Now leave a tail for sewing in, snip it off and then just pull it through. Now you can take one of your blank pieces and sew the heart into the center. So now once you're done, you should have 2 little squares with little hearts and your third pair is ready. So now for the last square, we're going to make tiny little triangles with the orange yarn. So create a slip knot, insert your hook and tighten, and now chain 7. Now from the second chain from the hook, so we're going to skip the first one into the second one. We're going to place a single crochet and then 1 single crochet into each of the stitches until the end of the row. Now at the end of the row, you're going to chain 1 and turn and place a decrease into the first 2 stitches. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3. Now place a single crochet on the next stitch, place a single crochet into the stitch after that, and then a decrease on the last 2 stitches. Chain 1, turn, you're going to place a decrease again on the first 2 stitches, place a single crochet on the next stitch, place a decrease on the last 2 stitches. Chain 1, turn, now place a decrease on the first 2 stitches, followed by a decrease again. Chain 1, turn, and now just place a decrease on the 2 stitches, chain 1, tighten, and this creates a little triangle shape. Now you're just going to snip the yarn off, pull it through, and then just sew this onto one of the other squares. So now the last step for this page is we're going to make a small pocket over here to store all of these pieces. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm just using scraps throughout this. So I have some scraps left of Scapy's Stonewashed Excel in this really nice green color, and that's what I'm going to be using. So along with that, I'm using a 3.75mm hook. We're going to start with a slip knot, and then I'm going to chain 31. Now of course, depending on the size of yarn and hook that you're using, this is going to vary, but you want your pocket to go all the way across after leaving a little bit of a margin, so 1 finger space margin on each side. So basically from this side to this side, and now we're going to make rows to go all the way until the bottom right here. So to do that, we're going to go into the second chain from the hook. So skip the first one, go into the second one. This time we're just going to place a single crochet and then 1 single crochet all the way around until the end of the row. So now once you've reached the end of the row, you're just going to chain 1, turn, and then you're going to place 1 single crochet all the way around until the end. So I'm going to make about 12 rows of single crochet. For each row, I'm going to chain 1, turn, and place 1 single crochet all the way around until the end. So complete your 12 rows and I'll show you how to sew on the pocket. So now I've completed making the pocket. Now it's time to stitch it up. I've left a long tail for sewing on. And the way we're going to do this is just insert your hook through the base and then just pull it through. And you're going to sew it on 3 sides. So once you've sewed on your pocket, this is what it looks like. Now you can take the little pieces and store them inside. And then when you want to play, just take them out and start playing. So we can play a few different games. The first one is a simple memory game. It's fun if you play this with 2 people. So each person takes a turn to pick any 2 pieces. So I pick this one. It's an orange triangle. This one is a maroon circle, so my chance is over. The next person comes in and picks any 2 pieces. That's a purple circle too. And it's a match. Now it's my turn again. I have a blue rectangle and I found a match too. A yellow heart and another yellow heart, and that's a match. And finally 2 orange triangles. So for the next game, you keep one set on top and another set on the bottom. Now you ask the other person to mix up the bottom pieces when you're not looking. So now once all the pieces of the top row and the bottom row are separately mixed, you open up the top row and you remember the order. So it's square, triangle, heart, circle. Now you flip these over again and now you open this up, it's a heart. Try and remember where the heart is. I think this one is the heart. No, it's not. Is it this one? Yes, it is. So that's a match. Next, with the square, and that's a match too. Next with the triangle, and that's a match. And lastly with the circle, it's a match again. You can also use this to explain the concepts of colors and shapes. So you have all the different shapes like square, triangle, heart and circle, as well as different colors. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like the video, share it with all your friends and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye-bye.